If you're in a trade right now, take a pause. If you haven't analyzed the markets, don't move. This might be what you need. This is the Mind of a Trader podcast where we cut through the noise, focus on execution, and break down the mindset behind every move. This is where real traders meet strategy. I am your host, presenter Ali, and of course, today I am with one and only Mr. Zach, who is a CEO. Atatuambia ni ya kampuni gani, but mainly we're going to be talking about the Africa Trading Expo. This is going to be one of the biggest expos that you guys have ever experienced in Africa. I don't want to say a lot. Please, sir, introduce yourself.
So, hello to our viewers. Thank you, Ali, for having us on the podcast.
Karibu.
Asante sana.
Yes.
My name is Zach Kirato. I'm the director of Azilia Expo.
Yes.
Azilia Expo is the team behind the Africa Trading Expo, the premier Forex Trading Expo in Africa. And the first edition will be happening in Nairobi. And we look forward to hosting
Yes.
many people from across Kenya, across Africa, and across the globe.
Of course, this is for traders, this is for stakeholders, this is for investors, this is for anyone who has anything to say and anything to do in the Forex trading industry. But I'm really curious to know, what inspired you to start this expo and why now?
Okay, Ali, we have been seeing a lot of African people. I don't want to just say young people because Forex traders cut across different age brackets, but we have a lot of the African traders um, engaging with the Forex markets, but we lack a platform that unifies across board. When I say unifying, I'm talking about the ecosystem players, talking about the Forex brokers, you're talking about the PSPs, the crypto exchanges, even the regulators. So we saw a gap whereby we have these young people, but there is lack of a platform whereby they can come and share knowledge, they can come and interact, and in so doing also help uplift the standards. So the Africa Forex Trading Expo is such an initiative and such a platform that is designed to offer that platform for African traders.
Wow. Uh, I know for sure that you have, a vision, for this event. What would you say success looks like? At the end of this first edition, it's done. You're sitting down with your team and you're saying this was successful. What does success look like?
I think for us and the team, success will be not just about numbers. We are looking at changing the mindset of our people. If after this expo we have our people participating in the forex markets in a more responsible way, having an education first kind of mindset, we will say that that is success for us. Over and above that, if also our partners are able to establish meaningful relationships, long-term relationships, we will say that the expo and the initiative was a success.
Okay, interesting. Looking at how Africa is set up, and of course, we would say that trading is a growing space in Africa, and for the longest time, trading has been looked at as a scam, as gambling, as betting. Do you feel like this is one of the things that you want to change as Africa Trading Expo?
Truly, truly, I think you're spot on when you say that we want to change the misconception, because the Africa Forex Trading Expo is about demystification of the forex trading itself, what it entails. We want to bring access also to our people through creating a platform where they can also learn. And even as they learn, we also want them to learn and learn the right way and learn that this is a business like any other. This is a business that also has its own objectives and tenets that they're supposed to follow. you know, when you start a business, you cannot start a business like where I come from. There's a saying that you cannot plant maize today and harvest tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
So we want to now change that mindset. We want our people to understand and interact with the forex markets in a more informed way. We want them to take part in the $9.6 trillion opportunity that is available for our people. Ali, you know, we having facing unemployment challenges, not just for Kenya, across
Africa.
across Africa,
Across the region, yeah.
even across the globe.
Yeah.
We can see the kind of upheavals that we are seeing with the young people, even not just the young people, across board. And let me just say this, that I don't know if you saw that there was a meme circulating online of an old lady, I'd say a grandmother in her 60s, and she was trading forex while on the queue in the supermarket, and that really warmed my heart, because it's not just for the young people, it's an opportunity that they can plug into, but we want them to do it in a more responsible way. We want to do away with the hype, the misinformation. When people tell you, Ali, give me 10,000 by end month, I'll give you 50K. That is a scammer.
Yeah.
And we want our people to come and be equipped to take advantage or to participate in that global opportunity on their own, because they have the skills, they have the mindset, and I feel that is something that they can employ themselves with to create value for themselves.
Yeah. So many countries, ideally here in Africa, we would say we're lying between, actually, most of them are like third world countries. In terms of, you know, rank, where do you see Africa, you know, when it comes to these global financial space? Where do you see Africa? And also, where do you feel like the future looks like for Africa?
I think Africa is, previously we were net consumers of global products, one of which is Forex. But right now we are participants, we are partners in this industry. And Ali, even if we are a third world continent, I think Africa has a very unique opportunity, because our people are very adaptable, our people are very resilient, and these are attributes that have come from living in a volatile region. You know, Africa is a volatile region. I'm not saying this to scare people, but I mean, it is what it is. And from that kind of volatility, we have built our people to be more resilient, to be more adaptable. And over and above all this, the, the volatility creates a strong trading mindset, whereby people know that nothing is guaranteed. So even as they come into forex trading, they already have the right mindset. So I feel that is a very good opportunity for them, because even the nature, the environment has already conditioned them to get into this forex trading.
Wow, interesting. And do you feel like there are any advantages that African traders, you know, might be having that other people from other continents probably underestimate?
Definitely, Ali. The other day I was having a conversation with someone, and did you know that there is a mobile app that rolled out in another continent? I'll not say which one. And the feedback was that the people there found it very hard to navigate. It was very difficult for them. Yet here in Africa, in Kenya, we find even our 80-year-old grandparents, our 80-year-old grandmother will navigate through a mobile app, yet they don't have formal education. So what does that tell you? We are tech savvy. And being tech savvy doesn't necessarily have to come with formal education. It's something that is inbuilt in us. And this also goes hand in hand with the strong mindset that we have. And over and above this, I think as Africa, we are also innovative, and not just by saying it, we can see the kind of innovations that have been developed by our people, especially around movement of money payment platforms. There are a lot of digital businesses built by our young people. And just to confirm, players in the Forex ecosystem were shy to coming to Africa because they felt that we didn't have the technology. But I can confirm that they are ready. And this one I'm just quoting from a conversation I had with a global broker who has said that, you know what, Zach, we are now happy with the position that Africa is. Previously, we were wondering how do we enter, how do we structure payments? And they're saying right now the innovations are so many, they're spoiled for choice.
Yes.
And I feel that it's not just forex trading, it's about the ecosystem. I feel that our people have already innovated. We have the PSPs, we have fintechs who have built around even crypto, fintechs around even solutions, AI tools, academies. All these people are, in a way, building towards an Africa that is prepared. It's not even building, Africa is already prepared because the infrastructure is there, the talent is there, and now the opportunity is ready for us to take part in.
Wow. And speaking of innovation, of course, innovation is quite huge here in Africa, but of course, there are regulators that make sure that in as much as you guys are innovating, you have to innovate
Yes.
while you guys are regulated. Do you think there are any roles these regulators can actually play, you know, to protect traders without at the same time, slowing down innovation? Because this is really huge for us because I think we pride ourselves in innovation.
Yes.
But now sometimes we feel like we are innovating, but the regulators are kind of slowing us down in as much as they're trying to protect the traders. Yeah. So do you feel like there are any roles they would actually play to just, in as much as they're protecting the traders, they don't need to slow down the innovation?
I agree with you, Ali, because Africa and Nairobi, Kenya, is referred to as the Silicon Savannah, drawing parallels with the other. There's the other terminology they use there in US. But what does that mean? It means that our people have really innovated. So how does the regulator come in? I feel the regulator should regulate, but create something we say, I would say, confidence rather than fear, such that a trader can engage with a company in the Forex ecosystem out of confidence that that company is regulated, not out of fear. And when I say fear, again, is for the regulator to embrace a collaborative nature such that they do not stifle innovators, they do not stifle companies that want to invest in the Forex space. So it's a thin line. It's a thin line. And even in as much as we say the regulator needs to collaborate, there's also a lot of responsibility bestowed on the people being regulated. They also need to participate responsibly. They also need to, have that collective responsibility. So that we have goodwill across board. You have goodwill from the regulator, and you have goodwill from the people and the
innovation
companies and innovators who are being regulated.
Yeah. Wow, interesting. Now let's talk about traders because we're going to be having beginner traders, intermediate traders, pro traders all come to the expo. Now, for the beginner traders per se, how would you advise in terms of, identifying real opportunities in the trading industry from the scams in the market? Because let's be, realistic. Like just any other market,
Yeah.
our industry is also filled with, a few scams here and there. So what are some of the things that, traders should look for, beginners should look for when it comes to, is this a real opportunity or is this a scam?
Ali, forex trading is a real opportunity, and one of the reasons behind even us starting the Africa Forex Trading Expo is to advance the right narrative. I feel that we have left the role of the advancing forex trading to people who end up becoming scammers. And for the newbie trader, uh, forex trading doesn't have guarantees. I mean, if somebody tells you that I can turn 50K to 100K in a week, that is a scammer. There are no guarantees. To bring context to that, I was privileged to attend a Forex summit, and one of the institutional traders said if he loses $10,000 in a day, that's a good day. Wow. So, what does that tell you? Even the institutional traders lose money. So when somebody gives you guarantees, that is a person who's lying to you. Because ideally, forex trading is about making small, consistent gains and reducing your losses. That is how you become profitable in the long term. But even the people who are out there and they are telling you about forex trading, let them be honest. I challenge them. Let's also show the other side. Show our traders that today I might have lost 5,000, but tomorrow I can make 10,000. So it's about small consistent gains, yes, and minimizing losses.
Yes.
So for the new traders, anybody who's giving you guarantees, run.
Sure.
Run. That's a scammer.
Wow, amazing. We spoke of innovation, and one of the biggest innovations, of contemporary innovations right now is the use of AI in different things. And we've seen many traders even, start saying that they have, they use AI in trading and so on and so forth. Uh, what what uh, what role do you think technology and AI have, in terms of reshaping Africa's future?
Ali, we are living in the digital world, and the digital world has been transitioning, and now we came from the .com, came to the Android phase, now we're in AI.
Yeah.
So AI is here to stay, and I believe that people need to adopt and learn the new technologies, because AI has benefits. Even for the experienced traders, they will tell you that they use AI to reduce the time that it takes for them to decide if they're taking a trade or not. So it helps reduce the time for analysis. It also helps fine tune maybe an entry point. So what exactly am I talking around, or what is my point on this? What I'm saying is AI is a tool, but at the same time, from our primary school, what is the definition of a tool? A tool is something that helps or makes work easier. So you need, first of all, to have the skill. That's why we insist that people have the education, have the Forex education first. Then you're able now to use the AI tool. I'm seeing people getting excited that, Ali keeps saying, Zach keeps saying that we need to go for this education, yet I can do a screenshot of the charts and place a trade. Remember, in um, in machine or in the technology world, they say garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah.
So there you are, done a screenshot. You don't know the time frame. You don't have a clue about trading, and it tells you
Bye.
buy. Like in the recent past, when I think we were talking about gold, you're buying at the highest point of gold just because you took a screenshot that didn't take into perspective the whole chart. So you end up losing your money, and you again start hating on AI. But AI is a powerful tool, but you can only be able to use the tool if you have the right knowledge.
Wow. And even during our press briefing the other day, I think one of the things that you really put emphasis on was education. Why is education, such a core focus of this expo?
Ali, let's even just forget about forex. Let's get real life examples even from what we see. You see entrepreneurs build wealth into the millions and billions of Kenya shillings or even dollars, US dollars.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, when they die, the empires crumble. And we ask ourselves, why is that? And the simple reason is, and the simple answer is, you built, they built wealth, but they did not equip the people who came after them, be it their successors, be it their asset managers. They did not give them the requisite education. So it ends up being temporary.
Okay.
So the reason why, now to come back to Forex, the reason why we insist on education is we want our people to have sustainable benefits, not short-term gains. And the only way to do it, to achieve that, is through education first.
Wow.
Let them understand. Let them have, inculcate the discipline. Let them learn the ropes of how a forex business is done. And it's not rocket science. I think I have highlighted that our people are already well placed to participate.
Okay. And our people, mainly us Africans, not just Kenyans, but generally as Africans, one of the main things that people say is that, forex trading needs capital, and some of us do not have that capital. Do you feel like capital is still the biggest challenge for the African trader?
There is access to capital, but I think what we are lacking is smart capital. When I say smart capital, I am referring to capital that is, there's accountability, there's what I would say structure, and also there's a framework for
Yes.
growth.
Yes, yes.
I think that's what we are lacking, but
Yeah.
there is success.
And I think we also have, access to that in terms of, looking at prop firms. They give you funded accounts, you pass challenges, and you trade. So it's not quite a big issue as per se, because right now we have access to prop firms. You can get prop firms with as low as $50, $100.
Yes.
You can get funded even $1 million
Yes.
with less than $5,000. So I
Yes.
think compared to many years before, we wouldn't say like there's completely no access.
No, the access is there.
Okay, and let's go back to this expo. What are some of these challenges that you've actually faced as an entrepreneur in terms of trying to come up and set up this first edition?
Wow, good question, Ali, because being a first, I think the biggest challenge I have had with my team is to convince uh, the global players that Africa is ready for a world-class event.
Wow.
And also for us as a team, being able to bring and organize it to global standards from day one, that has been a challenge, and it doesn't mean that we are not up to it. I believe that it is possible, it can be done, and it will be done.
Wow, amazing. I asked you this question during the media brief, but I want to ask again. What is the biggest message that you want everyone attending this expo to take home?
The biggest message is we are ready as Africa. Let's rise up to the challenge. Let's take up this opportunity with confidence. And we have everything that we need. We just need to invest in education, forget about the old narrative, forget about the scamming bit. Let's rise up to this opportunity. Let us, as Africans, as always, we are very resilient, and we plug in, and stop being consumers, and we become players.
Wow, amazing. We have people probably watching this who are investors, who are brands, who would like to come and get a stand, to on the exhibition. Probably, how do they contact you? How do they reach you in terms of all this?
Okay, so we still have exhibition and sponsorship slots available. They can reach us through sponsor at Africa's Forex Trading Expo.com or exhibition at Africa Forex Trading Expo.com, and our team will get in touch with them.
Okay.
I think you also share these emails.
Yeah, I'll actually, just put them in on the screen, and also on the link in description. I'll put a link in description.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe. And also, do you have a form that maybe people can fill if they want
Yes,
to come?
also you can visit us at Africa Forex Trading Expo.com. You can visit our website. You will see we have links depending on the kind of engagement that you want. If you want to participate as a attendee attendance is free, because we want to create that access for our people. Exhibition, you can also fill a form through our website. Sponsor, you can also do the same thing. Even for the IBs and affiliates,
Yeah.
there's also a link for them, because we are creating an opportunity for all the players, not just
The investors,
brokers,
yeah.
no, not just the investors, across board. Anybody, any player who is in the Forex ecosystem, talk about the Forex brokers, talk about the crypto exchanges, PSPs, IBs, affiliates, regulators, they are all welcome.
Wow, amazing. And for people who are watching, they're probably wondering, you guys have talked about this event. When is the event? And where? What's the location? Yeah.
Okay, so we welcome the people to come for the Africa Forex Trading Expo. It will be at the Sarit Expo Center in Westlands. The dates are 10th and 11th March 2026.
Wow, amazing. I will also be personally there. We will actually be hosting live the Mind of a Trader podcast there. So if you want to come for the shooting, to just see us how we do this thing, please do come. We'll also be going to be having one of our sponsors, that is Zelance Markets. They're going to be there to help anyone who has any issues with an account. We're also going to be there, for the fans who want to come and take a photo. Please come. I'll be there. It's absolutely free. 10th and 11th March. I do welcome you to the Africa Forex Trading Expo. Make sure you come. If you're a beginner, intermediate, pro, any level, just come, get access to these companies, get to know which is the best broker for you, get to know which is the best crypto exchange that you can actually use while trading. I want to thank you, sir, for coming through to actually explain to people about the Africa Forex Trading Expo. Really good initiative. Wish you all the best, and also looking forward to the second edition. Already I'm thinking about it, and I know it's going to be huge. And once again, let me say congratulations on this bold move. Karibu sana, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you there.
Thank you so much, Ali, and the team for having us at the Mind of a Trader. And it's been a privilege, and we hope that we can change the narrative for Africa, one informed trader
Wow.
at a time.
Wow, amazing. This has been the Mind of a Trader podcast. I've been your host, presenter Ali. I'll see you guys in the next episode.
The Mind of a Trader podcast, where we outthink the market.